I'm John.
I'm Raja.
And this is your Blind Tag Wrestling News right now.
Yes.
And man, do we have a war of brewing on Friday night.
It's gotten worse.
What
or
is
better.
going on?
Or better, depending on your views on the subject.
What is going on? Am I going to see a freaking, like a DX tank?
It's a good old wrestling war. It's what we've needed.
Look at that. Is that a tank? That is not. No. See, they've done it to you. It's not a tank.
It is, I swear.
Yeah. It's a strap-on tank. Anyway.
Oh, goodness.
So, listen, man. So, we got some stuff been brewing. We talked about it on yesterday's show.
Yes, we did.
But we were just scratching the surface, all right?
Apparently.
So, man.
Mr. Tony Khan.
But no. It wasn't Mr. Tony Khan to start with.
No, not the start. But
so, basically, baseball preempted the Fox network.
Yes.
Okay? Their regular programming. They preempted SmackDown Live.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The number one show, the flagship of WWE. So, that's all well and good. They were going to put them on FS1. Okay, FS1, it's not like everybody don't have it.
Yeah, it's been around a while.
Because they do. Watch it quite often. But anyway, so it's preempted to FS1. But since they're going to be on FS1, and they get a little bit more play with what they could do there, somebody was like, you know what we can really do? You know what we can really do? We can really give the whole... I mean, listen, man. 30 more minutes. And it's 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you want a minute and a half more of wrestling action? Maybe you want to put on another quarter of a girls' match? I don't know. So it's like, SmackDown, super spectacular, going into the landmark Crown Jewel. Going into the Crown Jewel? You're going to build something for that? Piece of crap?
Oh, no.
Maybe it'll be the best pay-per-view of all time, but I'm just going on what has happened in the past.
Right. It's not been a great track record.
Things like Goldberg Undertaker.
Uh-huh.
I could stop there. But I could also do, what about that return of HBK? That was something, huh? Wasn't that pretty cool?
We'll get something cool this year, too, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Something amazing.
Yeah. I bet we will. But listen, that's not even the story.
No.
So
Friday night.
Instead of leaving it there, this obviously goes into 30 minutes of Rampage. The first 30 minutes of Rampage. And Tony Khan, strategically put Rampage on after SmackDown, not to go head to head.
He even said so. He was like, I put it on after SmackDown because I know people watch SmackDown.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a smart move. It always is a smart move to get rollover traffic and all that good stuff, especially on a Friday night. Absolutely the burial time for any show. You don't want to be on Friday nights. That's always the thing. It's like date night.
Yeah.
It's just not the night.
Movie night.
Yeah, there's other stuff going on. And you don't want to have that going on a Friday night.
Yeah.
So, when you're going to be there, you want to have a lead in, a strong lead in. And this is like makes it wrestling now. For people watching SmackDown, they're obviously not doing anything else.
Right.
Might as well turn it over.
They're not going to get up at 10 p.m.
Right, exactly. So, plus, SmackDown's on a major network. And the difference there, I know it's all relative for anyone who grew up with everything on the same deal, but network TV is a lot bigger deal. It's a lot more readily, accessible to everybody, and it always has been. It's always the big deal.
Yes.
A cable network, albeit a big deal, is not anywhere near network.
Yeah.
So when you're going against that, your viewership is just going to be, it's different. It's a different ball game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a different set of metrics. So when this happened, Tony Khan was like, well, he put the tweet out. What was the original tweet? Verbatim. I mean, not verbatim, but
Yeah, the original tweet where he's like, I see you're going head to head with us for 30 minutes. I can't wait to beat you head to head on Friday night.
I think it was like a knee jerk, but he'll stick to it. And
and has he?
the whole thing was he had already announced his card. He also put that out. It's not like I'm changing my card, or he didn't say it like that.
The matches were set.
But the matches were set. So WWE is loading up.
Yes, indeed.
Bro.
Brock Lesnar, Becky and Sasha.
Bro.
They're going for it.
Yeah, they're really going for it. But, and it really looked dire. It's funny. What a difference 24 hours makes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So things looked really dire going into Raw.
Mm-hmm.
When you got the Monday afternoon and you were hearing this stuff and you knew all this was going down, you knew all this was happening, you're kind of like, man, it doesn't look good because, look at the Rampage numbers that just came out, even though it was against the freaking playoffs and an NFL competition. I mean, there was a lot going on.
Yeah.
But it just barely broke over the 500,000. Now, this was originally where they were looking at it to be.
Yeah.
But it's been higher with, Punk's debut and all this stuff happening. Nonetheless, a drop is a drop.
Yes.
Okay, so to be fair, Love and War, all that, it's a little bit over 500 grand, right? So that's fine. Got that. That didn't look good going into Friday night, beating somebody.
Right. No.
And then, you're worried about all this blockbuster announcements, all these people that's going to be on, this big SmackDown show, going into this big Raw show when they've got, this Queen Combat, not Queen of the Ring tournament and King of the Ring tournament and the big Crown Jewel coming up and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then, WWE. Something happened on Raw, and you had a couple more women's matches, and those women's matches lasted in combination with SmackDown's women's matches, maybe a total of 8 minutes, I think, with both shows.
Tournament matches,
which all 4 matches they lasted the same time as the shortest length on one of the men's matches for the tournament. So just. Women's Revolution.
Not a great look.
Women's Revolution.
Buddy.
So that kind of got some people a little bit bubbly. And then we had a bunch of really crappy, can they coexist? Okay.
How are they going to coexist?
How are they going to coexist?
Oh, our drinking game would have got out of hand.
Mind explosion level stuff. And then the main event was shite. The main event was nothing but bickering and arguing and just ridiculous, non-finishing crap. And yes, it don't matter if there's a finish. There's not a finish when they're arguing. And it's poo. It's big old stinky poo emoji. That's all it is. And, it's the monkey smelling his finger in that old gif and passing out. That's what I seen the writers doing. The monkey was...
You just expect it now.
It wasn't a cue. That one wasn't a cue. That one wasn't a cue.
It's always a cue.
You don't always have to do the, Okay. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
I do. I understand perfectly.
So where are we at now? What's the difference now? How does this, looking different than it did? Because it's looking a little bit hotter now for AEW.
A little bit. Oh, man. Tony Khan has just thrown all his chips on the table at this point. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to put an hour of wrestling on before Rampage on YouTube.
You don't say.
To go against SmackDown.
No.
Indeed.
No. But it's just YouTube. What's he going to do? Show the best of dark?
No. There's 2 matches.
2 matches?
Real life matches.
Do tell.
Oh, man. We got Bobby Fish versus Lee Moriarty.
Well, yeah, okay.
Wonderful workers.
Got worker coach there against the upstart that everybody's been all googly about.
Oh, and Bryan Danielson is going to be in singles action.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Against Minoru Suzuki. What?
Nuclear explosion time.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, when something really big happens on this show, I don't care which show it is that we're doing, whatever, review, news, now, whatever. When it gets that big, oh, baby.
Oh, no. We can't.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Listen, that's nuclear explosion, stock film. We thought it was safe to test these things here until they grew heads out their butts.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's atom bomb, baby. It's atom bomb, baby.
They're gonna beat the crap out of each
He's
other.
gonna puke.
No, nobody's gonna puke.
Listen, this is another level. This is another world. Okay, this is the forbidden door coming into your bed at night, taking your wife like it wants. This is something where you sit there happy about it and you sign the door. Because this is awesome.
Yes.
I don't care to hear Fight Forever. This is awesome.
Both these guys.
Both these guys, all these guys. That
AEW.
guy's Japanese. However you want to chant. This guy don't speak English, so sorry.
Oh. Brian said he wanted to go to New Japan. So they
brought it to him.
They just brought him New Japan.
You can't get the final countdown, but we'll bring you a country.
Oh, and in case you're not convinced, I just have to read this tweet that Brian Danielson put out. In 2004, I wrestled Minoru Suzuki one-on-one. He beat the shite out of me, showed me what violence and sadism inside a wrestling ring looks like. Since then, I've learned a thing or two about violence myself and sadism. Excited to show Mr. Suzuki what I've learned.
Oh, are you?
I'm excited to see what you've learned.
Oh, I'm excited too, Brian. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to watch it. I can't even take it right now. I'm so excited. Listen, this was one of those things where friends that are barely friends text me. And they were just like, did you see it? Because they know what I am.
Oh.
I'm okay.
We cause a Nina Ray in this house.
I cause a need to rate all over the place. I mean, it's bad.
Oh, jeez.
It's bad, okay? So listen, this is a big deal.
It is.
And at the we're talking though, it's YouTube versus network television. So at the very most, you're taking away a few of the viewers, maybe.
Right.
Okay? Or are you? Is this something even bigger?
It was
Is this
trending.
something cool? So here's my big thing. I do believe this, that something will happen, even though that match is so big. I think they'll do something that builds into the top of the hour.
Mm-hmm.
I think that something will build into the top of the hour to go over to Rampage. And once we get to Rampage, we've still got some amazing matches. I mean, you're talking the CM Punk match with Matt Sydal.
Yeah.
Which will probably kick it off, but I think there'll be an angle with that. And I mean, we got two other matches?
Yes, Ruby Soho and the Bunny, as well as the Inner Circle versus Men of the Year and Junior Dos Santos.
With
Jorge Masvidal.
Thank you. Quit forgetting Jorge.
I didn't forget Jorge.
Anyway.
How could I?
Anyway.
Oh, man.
There's a lot. There's a lot for everybody. It's a fun night.
Listen, Tony Khan is sure about this. He said in an interview, and I quote, "I'm not saying for sure we'll win, and maybe the odds are against us in some ways, but we're going to do the better show, I know. If you don't believe me, watch the Go Home show they just did last night, because it sucked."
Yeah.
Strong words.
That is strong words.
I love Tony Khan.
Happy birthday belatedly.
Yes.
I said those out of order completely, but it's a belated birthday. You have to take what you can get.
And then the next night they have Dynamite. So
yeah, this is like before the bigger show.
This is the second show.
What's happening? All I know is these are our socials, and you guys have been part of Blonde Tag Wrestling News now. And we're going to go put our heads back on. Bye.
Bye.